An Unholy Alliance by Dr. Michael Youssef. Startling Parallels. Bible interpreters have a range of views on Bible prophecy in general and the Great Tribulation in particular. Differences in viewpoints focus on when the rapture will occur, that is, when Jesus will return to gather his church and take believers to heaven. Pre-tribulationists believe the church will be raptured, taken to heaven, before the Great Tribulation begins. Mid-tribulationists hold that the church will be raptured in the middle of the 7-year tribulation. Post-tribulationists believe the church will endure the tribulation and be raptured at the second coming of Christ. On this subject, I'm a pan-tribulationist. I'm waiting to see how the future pans out. Some Bible interpreters believe that the Antichrist will be revealed at the start of the tribulation, probably through the confirmation of a 7-year covenant that Daniel describes in Daniel 9:27. Others believe the Antichrist will not be easy for the world to recognize until the midpoint of the tribulation, when he breaks the covenant with Israel, sets up the abomination of desolation in the temple in Jerusalem, and demands the worship of the world. I tend to think that many Muslims will receive the Antichrist as their Mahdi and throw their support behind him. This could happen at the beginning of the tribulation or at the midpoint of the tribulation, when the Antichrist breaks his covenant with Israel. Whatever view of the tribulation you hold, I believe we can all agree on one underlying principle. We are united in watching and waiting for the Lord's return, and in living faithfully and obediently until he comes. All three Abrahamic religions devote a great deal of attention to eschatology, the study of the prophecies of the end times. There are startling parallels between the prophetic teachings of these three religions. Jerusalem. The eschatological prophecies of all three religions have a major focus on events in and around Jerusalem and the Mount of Olives, and signs preceding judgment. All three religions speak of prophetic signs that point to the approaching end times final judgment. Jesus speaks of these signs in Matthew 24:4-28. The Messiah. All three religions predict the coming of the Messiah. Judaism teaches that the Messiah will restore the kingdom of Israel and that God will be Israel's king, Zechariah 14. Christianity teaches that Jesus the Messiah came to earth 2,000 years ago, that he was crucified and resurrected, and that he will return to earth, defeat the Antichrist, and rule over his messianic kingdom, Matthew 19:28 and Revelation 24:6. Islam teaches that Jesus, whom Muslims call Isa, is a prophet, and the Mash, Arabic for Messiah, and Muslims thus believe that Isa will return to help the Imam Mahdi defeat the Al-Masih ad-Dajjal, the Islamic Antichrist, in a final war. All three religions predict a cataclysmic global war. Judaism teaches that in this ultimate war, the Messiah will lead Israel to victory over its enemies. Christianity teaches that Satan will instigate the final conflict, which the Bible calls the Battle of Armageddon. Islam also predicts that an ultimate battle will be fought. As in Judaism and Christianity, Islamic eschatology refers to the nations of Gog and Magog Yajuj and Majuj in Quran 1894-100. Sheikh Muhammad Hisham Kabani, a Sufi scholar, observed, Jews are waiting for the Messiah, Christians are waiting for Jesus, and Muslims are waiting for both the Mahdi and Jesus. All religions describe them as men coming to save the world.